Good evening, everyone. Mike from Antler Assassins TV. Here to bring you a little bit of a special episode, one that I do every year. It is the Michigan Livingston County Fowlerville Firefighters Buck Pole. It's one that's been highly requested by people in the Tri-County area here. We've got Shiawassee County to the north. I've got Ingham County to the west. I'm in Livingston County. But we've also got Washtenaw County down there as well. A lot of people that attend this buck pole from those counties and beyond. Brings in some of the biggest bucks Michigan has to offer. Over the years that we've been doing this buck pole, I think this is the 16th annual that we just did. Every year the bucks are continually getting bigger, and that's an awesome thing to see. And I always say this, we're right next to Ohio. Ohio is notorious for having giant bucks, and I've always said that we can always be the Ohio to the north when it comes to deer hunting. And I think we're starting to see that with people letting smaller bucks go and letting them grow, and just seeing the quality of the deer herds improve, taking more doe out of the herd, and it's been a pleasant sight to see. Now, by no means am I against the weekend hunter that can't get out and pick and choose. Those meat hunters, I support all of you guys. If you're out there and you want to take a spike, and that's you have a tag and you're doing it legally, by all means, have at it. I hunt a little differently, but that's just the way that I hunt. But enough of that. I'm going to show you a couple clips here of the Fowlerville Firefighters buck pole. And there was a little hiccup at the end, and I will explain a little bit about that. I am a lieutenant at this fire department. That's why I chose to cover it in the first place, but it gained such popular attention that I kept doing it. So you can follow last year's episode. I'm going to put a link in the description below. So stick around and check out some big bucks coming at you right now. Here's a quick look at some of the big bucks that came in for the 18th of November. It runs from November 15th till November 18th. Well, actually, when I say it runs, they're bucks harvested between the dates of the 15th and the 18th. 18th or 15th is the opening day of firearm season. The 18th is the day we hold the poll. We do that just to give hunters a few days to hunt and find those bucks that they wanna shoot, and it seems to work out well that way. I think we had 117 entries this year. Last year was right about the same. It's gotten bigger every year. We are one of the biggest buck polls in Michigan, and it is free. We give away thousands in prizes. Every buck that's entered gets entered into the raffle and can be raffled for multiple prizes. The first, second, and third place are cash payouts as well as awards. When I say awards, they get gas cards, oil change cards, gift certificates, etc., all wrapped up in a big envelope. This year, we had the same scorer that we normally use. His name is Mike Heeg. Mike Heeg, just to give you a little background on him, has been a scorer for Pope and Young and Boone and Crockett for many years. He's a well-seasoned scorer, and there was a little hiccup at the end in regards to the number 29 buck, and I believe it was the number 40 buck. The number 40 buck was clearly a winner in the adult class. The number 29 buck was measured as a winner. Now, when we hang the bucks on the pole, and as you can see in the video, and I'll put a clip here now.
Ma'am, that was donated by Livingston Spring right here in Becker's Drive.
The antlers overhang each other. Each buck is tagged with a number. That number coincides with the deer that's being scored. Now, when those antlers were overhanging each other, I think that the number 40 tag was read as 29 and the 29 tag was read as 40. Hence, number 29 was read as a winner. The gentleman who shot number 29, I think when he heard that he was going to be announced as a winner, he knew that he wasn't the biggest buck there. And to avoid any kind of controversy or what have you, they ended up taking their deer and leaving the event. And what that left was no one to default into that spot, being that the scorer had already left. None of us are, I score my own deer. I'm not certified to score. When I say qualified, I'm not certified by Pope and Young or Boone and Crockett. So I could have easily gone out and scored it, but there would have been nothing really behind it other than numbers. So what the deal was is when the first place announced first place winner number 29 left the event, that left us with a gap in first place. We had a third place winner, a lady who was a first year hunter, had a beautiful buck, came in with just the skull cap and antlers. The second place winner was a gentleman who shot a beautiful buck, really nice buck. They were both happy with what they got. Now that left the first place spot open. We had a youth first place winner, young lady out of I believe it was Shiawassee County, where she was from anyway. May have shot the deer up there as well, I can't remember. But she was a first place winner in the youth category. Now we had another buck in the youth category that was not quite as big as the first place youth winner, but she would have been the second place and youth winner. So what they did is they slid the youth winner in that category to the adult category and into first place, being that hers scored higher than the second and third place winners. Now, I know that sounds like a funny way to do it, but we didn't have the numbers, the scoring numbers to back up everything, all the decisions we were making. By no means was this a fault of the staff. The firefighters that were out there doing, they put this on for the public, for fun. I mean, they don't even get paid for this event. This is not a paid event. This is not on the clock work. So all those firefighters you see out there during this time are not being paid. They're volunteering their time, so they do the best they can. And by no means was this their fault. By no means was this the chief's fault. The chief was very frustrated because he didn't know what to do. That leaves number 40 buck, a gentleman from Williamston named John. He had what we ended up putting in the newspaper as Buck of the Night. Unfortunately, he didn't get any recognition on site, but he definitely got some bragging rights because he had a giant buck, and I'll post that picture here as well. In the end, that's what happened with the scores. I think next year when we hold this event, having someone follow Mr. Heeg around, if he so chooses to come back, which he usually is pretty good for us on scoring, have somebody with him. That way we can make sure that the antlers that are overhanging, the correct deers being scored, the correct numbers being coincided with the correct deer, etc. And that eliminates any kind of confusion, or anyone being upset or frustrated at the end of the night. This gentleman John was very understanding of what happened. Really nice guy. Shot a awesome buck, awesome Michigan buck. So I hopefully we made him happy with the title of Buck of the Night, because it definitely was the Buck of the Night. But that's a little rundown on what happened there. If you have any more questions, you can obviously comment below, and I'll be happy to answer it the best that I can. I hope you enjoyed the video. Everybody, I hope you're having a safe hunting season. Bow season was great for us. We tagged out in Michigan, done a little hunting down in Ohio. We're moving around a little bit. We've got a little bit of hunting season left, so we may get out there. We've got a couple tags in Ohio. We got some doe tags still here in Michigan, and we're probably going to go out and film as time allows. And I hope you all had a safe and successful season. And if you didn't, if you're eating tag soup, that's okay too, because a bad day in the woods is better than a good day at work, in my opinion. But thank you all for your support. Thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and hit the little bell for notifications on new uploads. Everybody stay safe, shoot straight, and have a good day.